guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how I perm my eyelashes and how I make them look nice and curled. So this is the lash kit that I use and I got it off of Amazon for I think $19.99, so it was relatively cheap. And it might not seem cheap because it's $20, but I've used this at least like I think I've used this probably 4 or 5 times now, and I can still get a lot of uses out of it. So I'd say it's definitely worth it over eyelash extensions or things like that. And so it basically comes with lash glue. The 2 perming solutions are up here. This is some oil to give nutrition back to your eyelashes. And this is the cleaning solution, which you basically use to clean your eyelids before and after you perm your eyelashes. So first things first, let me zoom in and I'll put my hair up. Okay, I feel like this is probably zoomed in enough. Maybe I'll zoom in like a little bit more and I'll show you one eye at a time. I'll probably do one eye on camera and then one eye off camera. Okay, so I changed angles so that I can put it on a more stable surface because I had it on my dog's cage earlier. But I'll just zoom in on one eye and I'll probably do one eye at a time. And you can see that from the side that there are some eyelashes that are going downward while some are going upward because my eyelashes naturally go downward. The first thing that I did was off camera. I already cleaned my eyelids, but you need to make sure that your eyelids are clean so that the lift pads can stick on properly. I actually use the largest lift pads that they have because the smaller ones, when I use them, they make my eyelashes go straight up instead of having like a curl to it. So I go ahead and use the largest ones. So I'm going to take the lash glue and put it on the lash pad, and then I kind of shake it a little bit to get the glue to dry. Otherwise you're gonna put it on your eye and it's gonna fall off eventually because the glue never dried. And then once I can feel that the glue is kind of tacky on here, I put it on my eyelid. And now you can see how many eyelashes aren't curled. For example, this is what it looked like before, and now you can see all the eyelashes that need to be repermed. Okay, once the lash pad is securely on my eye, I go and take the lash glue again and I apply it to the top of the lash pad. And then I take a toothpick. The kit actually comes with not a spatula, it's like a pick kind of, that I would say is kind of like a mini hairbrush for your eyelashes, but I find that that's kind of hard to use. So I'm gonna go on with that later on, but first I just like to push up my eyelashes with the toothpick. And this is the most important part of the eyelash perming process because this is how your eyelashes are going to look after everything. So you want to make sure that you take your time and you arrange them nicely. And I'm just going to keep brushing upward until all of my eyelashes are on the lash pad, and I will go ahead and do that off screen. Alright, I just spent about 20-30 minutes arranging my eyelashes and now I finally like how they look. And I can't stress enough, like, you have to make sure you like how they look, otherwise you're gonna perm it, and if there are things crisscrossing whenever you put it on the lash pad, that's how it's gonna look whenever it comes out. So another thing is, make sure you focus on putting a lot of glue on the roots of your eyelashes, because if the bottom of your eyelash isn't stuck on the pad well enough, all the eyelash is just gonna fall down when you're trying to perm it. And now we can move on to the actual perming part. The first thing is this perming solution, and in the package that it came with, it was white. And so basically I'm going to take a Q-tip, dip it inside, and I'm just going to put it mainly focusing on the bottom of your eyelashes because that's what's going to hold the curl. And since I have super Asian and super straight eyelashes, as soon as I put liquid, like this perming solution for example, on them, they start to go downward. So it's recommended that you put cling wrap on your eyelashes when you're doing this process, and it's fine if you don't have cling wrap, but I highly recommend it because once you put the cling wrap on, you can push your eyelashes up and then it'll stay there for the remainder of the time. So I'm just gonna take some cling wrap and then I'm just gonna cut a small square that's gonna be big enough to cover my entire eye. And so I'm going to take the cling wrap and put it over my eyelashes and kind of push my eyelashes upward. So that way they will stay up during the entire perming process, and I don't have to worry about any of them falling down. And then I'm gonna leave the solution on for 10 minutes because it's recommended 8 to 12 minutes, and I did a happy medium of 10 minutes. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes, so I'm just gonna take this off. Okay, so I'm just going through and making sure I like the shape of everything before I put on the final perm solution. So this is what it looks like. And I'm gonna take another Q-tip, a different Q-tip this time, and I'm gonna take some of this blue solution and put it on the same way I did for the other solution. Yet again, making sure to get all of the roots because that's the most important part. And I'm gonna take a different cling wrap and put it over again and kind of sliding it up to make sure that I get the eyelashes to stay up. And then I press the edges to make sure that it's gonna stay, and I leave it on for another 10 minutes. Alright, so the 10 minutes has been up, and I'm gonna take off the cling wrap. You can see that in the front, I didn't do a very good job of making sure the eyelashes stayed up, but hopefully when I clean off the perm solution, it'll stay up and it'll still be kind of curled. So right now I'm just taking a Q-tip and I'm wiping off all the excess. And then after I'm done doing that, I'm going to take another Q-tip. This actually uses a lot of Q-tips. And I'm going to take some of this oily stuff and then I'm going to dip it in and then just put it all over my eyelashes. And I think this basically just makes your eyelashes more kind of moisturized because perm solutions tend to dry out hair. And so this is just adding back some moisture and oils to it. And once I'm done brushing my eyelashes with the nutrition, I'm going to take off the lash pad and just peel it right off. And that's what my eyelashes look like right now. They actually look pretty good. You can tell they're very, very curled. And then the last step is to take the cleansing solution and put another Q-tip in the cleansing bottle. And then you're basically just going to rub it all over your eye to get the glue off. And I will be back to show you what it looks like when the eyelashes are dried. So this is what the eyelashes look like fully dried. Sorry, my air conditioning just came on. The front actually doesn't look as bad as I thought they did, but I really, really like how it turned out. This is one of the few times where I really, really like how it turned out, and there's nothing that I would need to go back and fix. I'm gonna do the other eye off camera, but I will show you the before and after. And that's gonna be the end of this video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed making this video because this is something that I do every month basically, and I've gotten pretty good at it, I would like to say, but overall I think that this eyelash perm kit is a very good deal for only $20, and I feel like you can get a lot of uses out of it, and I will pay a lot of money to make my eyelashes look this good, but I'm glad that I only have to pay $20. And make sure to comment down below which eye you think was better, and that's a wrap.